anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Caution's out. Be ready with, there you go, be ready with that brake clean and stuff, guys. Your blower, they're going to drop down some oil dry here, I'm sure. Green flag. Caution is out. What can we do to try to help it if we do get another restart? Green flag. Caution is out. Alright, talk to me, Goose. Green flag. Caution. Caution. Give me your temps there, bud. flag, green flag. Caution, caution. Any feeling about the car at all? on now. Green flag. Yellow, yellow.
You hear me now? All right, so I've been talking, but unfortunately, I guess my mic decided to disconnect from the audio input. I tell you, computer some nights. Oh, man. Thank you, Roughneck, for watching my back here. Yeah, I was talking. Just unfortunately, apparently, you're the first to actually say something to say, hey, you're not talking. So, thanks for that. And we're here, still not halfway yet, as we've got Trent Robinette still out front. Matt there in second. Jared Stone third, with Lafayette there in fourth. And we appreciate that. Like I said, hopefully your racing went well tonight over there in the Truck Series, as we're here with the Genesis Cup Series for the Genesis Aviation. Check out, I guess nobody's been hearing my sponsor shout-outs either, but as we see, there are likes of that 35 machine, that Amtrak machine there that's sitting in second, and the number 12 of Larry back here. Those two cars, I believe, are both done by the Racing Paints paint shop. So if you're looking for outstanding paints, I've watched them do some paints, and they do exceptional work. So definitely check them out. Along with the other sponsor of Off Grid, if I'm reading that correctly. The logo's a little small for me tonight, and I... So this heat's a little bit of an issue tonight. I'm hopefully going to be able to stand up out of my seat tonight, as I'm beginning to feel a little bit of ill effects from the heat. Off-grid landscape, that's the other one. I knew it was off-grid something. I just couldn't read the fine print that was underneath it. Thank you there, SBGN, or Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network. Hopefully everything's going well on that side tonight as well. Side by side here tonight, as Trent Robinette been showing us a great show as he started second, ended up pulling, has been leading almost every lap of the race. I think all but like one, maybe two laps if he's missed any at all. As Matt is working on that high side, he's been getting a feel for where he needs to be running to try to give Trent a run for the money. And like I said, we're back side by side racing. And I'm sorry for the viewers that were trying to watch there at the beginning of the show. Apparently, the storm, after the storms and stuff, when I had to shut my PC down completely and unplug everything, apparently I forgot to double check my audio input. Because normally it's set and I don't have to worry about it, but apparently I didn't double check it tonight, and it's been almost 3 months since I've had to mess with it, so it's kind of crazy that, so I apologize for that there at the top of the show, that we missed out on some of the calling of the race, but we got Trent Robinette up there in front, as Matt has fallen back, as Jared Stone's battling side by side. Jared definitely trying to get that Mustang to gallop up there into that second position. There comes that 00 of Nathan Lafayette. He's sitting in fourth, but he wants to try to get up there into that podium position as well. Down here in the 3 and 4, it is still Trent Robinette, but we're side by side for second and third as Matt and Stone battle side by side. Now Stone falls back in there in line for that third position. Lafayette there in fourth, now looking to the inside of Stone. As they're side by side, working off of two down here in the corner, number 3. It is the Genesis Aviation Cup Series here tonight. And the league that puts that on is Old Glory. Now you see Matt putting some distance between him and Stone now, as Stone has some company there, and Stone is loose. He's sideways, trying to collect it back down there, and what a save there. What a save there by Lafayette. He had to check up big time. We'll go on board. Well, if I can find on board here. There we are. But watch this. As we're on board with Stone, I was looking to be on board with the 00 of Lafayette. As we were coming through the corner. And just watch this. Up there on the outside, you'll see that 13 get loose. And just barely get by. He's still loose. Lafayette doing a great job checking up. Everybody behind them doing a great job to miss them as well. As Stone ends up around down here in the bottom of the racetrack. Come on, do what I want you to. There we go. As we're not where I want to be. There we are. And we missed it once again. Now here we are coming through the corner. I'm not sure if that was netcode. That may have been netcode that sent the 13 around. But great job by the 13 to try to keep it together enough not to hit that inside wall too hard. As we're under caution number 8 here tonight. If I'm keeping track correctly. As I was right, this is the 8th caution. Trent Robinette is still our leader. It's been a long first half of racing. Some drivers might be calling this I-pacing instead of I-racing. Oh, man. That's going to put Lafayette back here towards the back. Or no, I'm sorry, that's 13 of Stone. Stone's going to be towards the back now. He's going to have to battle his way back up through the front. Bruce having some ups and downs as well, but there's still a lot of racing left to go. Lots and lots of racing. Welcome all viewers here to the Fleeger Farm TV on the pole here tonight from Iowa Speedway. As we're here with the Old Glory Racing League and the Genesis Aviation Cup Series. As we're going to keep them lined up here. Hopefully get them side by side once again here in just a moment. Oh, man. I don't know if anybody else is bothered by the heat, but I know I sure am. The humidity's killing me. And I don't have a fan nearby to throw on me, so it's a little warm here in the booth tonight. Oh, we're side by side. Lights are out. We're going to be green this time. All right, here we go. Green flag's back out, and Trent Robinette getting that lead once again as Matt sitting there in second. Will come down across the nose and take that spot away from the 24 of Mosley. Mosley dropping back in the third as Ryan Milburn there in fourth. Darren Bruce, though, sitting fifth. Little further back, though, we got Jared Stone, as the 25 of James Mandarud there in seventh. Now everybody's still kind of single file. The 96 of Ryan Milburn having a pretty decent run here now as he's up to about fourth position with Dylan Mosley there in front of him. Matt Burke there in second. Trent Robinette still our leader here tonight. Now it looks like Bruce might look down to the inside of Milburn as we come down here into corner number one. They are still front to back. Not sure when we're going to see that run. Possibly as the 72 is loose coming off the corner. Now that's the 72 of Travis as he is down there against that inside wall. He's going to smash it hard. Down there against that inside wall. And that will bring up an incident marker for me to be able to replay it. As it comes out of the corner, you'll see how loose he gets down there on that inside of the racetrack. Tries to save it, ends up kicking it back out, ends up overcorrecting, and then bam, right into that inside wall. That's now he's got to try to bring it back to pit road and get it repaired. Matt there in second is trying to chase down the leader of Trent. Darren Bruce there in fourth. It looks like Larry Jr. crashed there as well at one point. If we can take a quick replay here of what happened to Larry. Similar issue, coming through the corner, get loose. And that's exactly what happened. He got loose coming out of two as well. Down there against the inside. Now caution's out. Not sure where that caution lies from. See if we can find it here. Trying to see. There's a car. I don't know if that was brought out by Travis or trying to figure this out here. I'm not sure where that caution came out from. As we are officially over halfway, we're about 3 laps over halfway, or 2.5 laps over halfway here with the 9th caution. Oh, man. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to get back underway here in just a lap. As Jared Stone now has the lead. So I'm wondering, okay, Jared Stone didn't make a pit stop. Everybody else behind him did. And as you see, they were down to 10 cars as Travis, Nagel, and Isaacs are all out here tonight. Come on now, get back up. There we go. Back up where you belong. As Jared Stone back out front. He was our pole sitter. And he's had some stiff competition up here. As Trent Robinette is back behind the 35. But there comes Robinette down to the inside as they come through turns 1 and 2. Matt up there on the outside. Side by side here off of 2. And Trent does make the pass as they come down here in the corner at number 3. Matt there in third, but here comes Bruce working at high side. James Manderud there in 5th in that number 25 machine as he tries to work his way up. So Stone leading that lap as Trent Robinette tries to chase him down there in 2nd. And we got Matt loose back here. Not sure if he had help, but he ended up tapping that outside wall. Don't look like to be too much damage there on that 35 machine. As he fell back a position, that 3rd position now with Bruce. Trent Robinette up here in the 2nd as Stone there in 1st leads it right at the moment. But here comes Trent there on the inside, and Stone's going to give way. Now they're still side by side. Stone don't want to give it up easily as we're on lap 96 out of 175. Robinette down there on the inside. He may have it this time, but no. Stone still fights hard on the outside. Sorry. Who turns 1 and 2. Now we got Robinette there in front with Stone there in 2nd. Bruce in 3rd. Milburn there in 4th. Mosley in 5th. And Stone trying to hang on to that 2nd position as they come down through there. You see kind of the sun shading difference there as they come down through the front stretch. And that may play a factor into some of the race here tonight. And we'll see if we can get kind of a shot from inside the car as we are on board with Stone. Stone having some trouble coming through the corner, 4th corner there. And you can kind of see how the track has shaded a little bit different with the sun going down here tonight. As Stone doing all he can to kind of hold on to it and work his way up through. And it looks like we got lap traffic up here a little bit. That looks like it's maybe the 35 of Matt, as Matt ended up going into the pits and happened to get some repairs done possibly on that 35 machine, as he's now back here in 10th, a lap down, and possibly going to go 2 laps down here as the 33 is gaining on him. But Darren Bruce here in 2nd doing a great job trying to get up there and back out into that setting sun on the racetrack. As let's take a look at the race info, see if it's cooling off any, and no, it has not cooled off any yet. Now they're rolling down through turn 3 and 4. There you see the 6. Oh, Brianna getting out of the way, letting the driver slide on by. Trent Robinette out front, lap 102 of 175 on the board. Jared Stone sitting 3rd with Ryan Milburn there in 4th. Lafayette 5th. Mosley there in 6th with James Manderud in there 7th position. Bruton's doing all he can to try to get up there to chase down that 33, and it looks like the 35 of Matt is trying to stay on the lead lap, or with that lap, one lap down, and he does, as Brianna having issues here. Ended up having to go to the pits as the 6 machine is beaten up a little bit more here tonight. That sounds like it might be the end of Brianna's night here. Yeah, they were coming through. She gets loose, ends up coming down and getting into the 13 up to the top, and that engine is blown. And tough night there for Brianna. So now we're down to 9 cars. They come into pit road. All right. Pit road, busy place right now.
Where's the tablet?
Side. There comes the lucky dog of the 35 coming around the field. Around the pace car. He'll get his lap back. Ryan Milburn there in second. Dylan Mosley there in third. Trent Robinette getting some tires along with Bruce. There goes the 00 off pit road. That's Nathan Lafayette getting a couple positions after his pit stop. Oh, everything looking good so far. Working down to the front stretch. Jared Stone out front in that number 13 machine. Ryan Milburn there in second in that number 96. Now on the back stretch here, still front to back as they're getting lined up once again. Here on the pole here tonight. From Flaker Farm TV here on YouTube. Alrighty. I'll be happy whenever I can go and get cooled off here tonight. As it's still warm here, and I just seems to doesn't seem like any relief anytime soon. As we're here out front once again with the lap 108 of 175, getting side by side with Jared Stone out front there with Ryan Milburn there in second. Dylan Mosley there in third with Nathan Lafayette and that 00 sitting in fourth right now. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to be going back. Green flag racing here in just a moment, as we got about a half a lap before Fred pulls that pace car down in the pit road, and we get back racing once again here at Iowa Speedway. Been a long one here tonight in the heat and the humidity. Hopefully these drivers have found a way to stay cool a little bit, as there goes Fred down there onto the pit lane, and the driver down and away up there in that Geico restart zone down across the stripe. That is going to be Jared Stone out to a great restart. And don't look but too far, as that number 33 of Trent Robinette is working his way up through the field. He's currently sitting behind Dylan Mosley there in that third position, as Dylan Mosley sitting in that number 24, 3 wide for that second through third position. Trent doesn't want to really push it that far wide yet as they work off of 4. And Trent's going to slide in line behind the 24 machine. Hopefully he can try to way to grid around Ryan Milburn there for that second position. And Bruce back there in 6 is right there as well, as the 24 does finally get by, and Mosley will take over that second position over Milburn down here in the corner number 4. Now Trent Robinette is going to end up coming down below Ryan Milburn there through the front stretch down here in the corner number 1, and see if he can get that run there on the inside. We know Robinette has a fast race car here tonight, along with Stone. Stone just had some issues here and there throughout the night, but looking real good right now as the laps are winding down finally here, as we are past halfway, as we're on lap 112 now out of the 175. And what we're currently working on, the 33 looking down there underneath the 96 of Milburn once again, as the 24 of Mosley sitting there in second, and Bruce trying to hang on there in fourth. Try to see if he can get a way up through the pack, as Lafayette is falling back. And it looks like 24. Well, no caution is out. Not exactly sure what the caution is for. I'm not seeing anything. Not sure. All right, so they're saying it's something to do with Robinette, and we missed that somewhere. So let's see if we can go back and find it now that we know which car we're looking for. As we're looking at it right here. Now he comes out of 4 down here in the corner number 1. That looks to be after the fact, possibly. It is. There it is, right there. We have found the culprit of the caution. As he comes out of 2, and that's got a lot of drivers here tonight as he gets loose and ends up bringing it down there into the apron and into that inside wall. Turn number 2 being a trouble area for a lot of drivers here tonight. We're on a saying Team NBC going for 1, 2, 3, and definitely confirming her night is done. Tough break there for that number 6 machine as it continues to sit there on pit road. Tough night there for that number 6 team here tonight. We got Trent Robinette coming back out of the pits. Larry Jr. heading in. Stone out front. Some of these drivers, especially on newer tires, struggling here tonight. Coming off of turn number 2. Thank you for the subscribe there, Brianna. Hopefully everything is looking well out there tonight, and my eyes are starting to really go goofy here as they're really starting to get worked in here tonight, and the heat is just not helping. So, side by side out there for that front position at Stone and Mosley. Oh, I wish somebody put ice down my back. That might feel pretty good right now. Part of my problem, I don't sweat, so it ends up I don't get that. I think somebody forgot to turn the air on here in the booth. As this is what, our 10th or 11th caution here tonight. 11th caution. Definitely doing some eye pacing around Iowa tonight. Lights are out. We're going to go green next time. Bye. Hopefully, if you're watching this and you have a driver you're watching for, hopefully that driver is still in this. As Dylan Mosley up there on the outside, starting there in second. Jared Stone there and first down there on the inside. We're on lap 117 of 175. Pace car is off. Barney's waving that green flag. They're down and away. Stone back out front here off of a great restart. Milburn takes over second place. Mosley falling back here. Not sure if he missed a shift or what happened there on that restart, but he's hanging dry out there on the high side at the moment as he's trying to battle it back. As Milburn down there on the inside. All right. Looks like Mosley's got it gathered back up, coming through 3 and 4. Milburn there in third with Bruce up on that high side. We'll take a look here. Lafayette, net 00, sitting in fifth. Trent Robinette up there on that high side as he's trying to work his way back through the field. After that mishap, last caution and 2 touch. That's the 96 of Brett Milburn and Nathan Lafayette as they work off of 2, back down through 3 and 4, back across the stripe out there on the outside. Coming down through 1 and 2 once again. Here on lap 20 on the board. As the main battle is heating up between 2nd through 4th as Milburn's trying to get up there to battle with Bruce, as Bruce has now taken that 3rd position. Sets his sights on Mosley. Stone with a little bit of a blink out there. Out of 4. Here comes Bruce looking to the inside of Mosley. That Mosley falls back into 3rd. As a 96, looks like he got a little loose coming off of the corner. And yeah, I would have to agree there, Brianna, as the drivers have been battling a loose race car most of the night, especially off of turn number 2. Trent Robinette there in 4th now, as looks like Mosley ends up into that outside fence and gives that door open there to Robinette. And Bruce right there on the bumper of Stone. Larry crashed. Not sure what happened to the 12 car, but definitely some damage on it as the battle heats up front here. Bruce looking to the inside of Stone as they work through 3 and 4. Back out here onto the front stretch through the Geico restart zone. And it's going to be Stone out front as Bruce still battles there on the inside. Bruce trying to get that car to stick and hold there on the inside lane. Aha, Larry spun. That's what happened there. So we'll finish through this battle as Stone has fallen back now to second. And here comes Robinette as we are hitting lap 125. So we'll go back real quickly and take a look at what happened to Larry. As we're getting word that Larry spun his car around. And most likely off one of the corners. Looks like he did it off two, like everybody has done tonight, it seems. Gets it done around 360, gets it back underway, and back at the back of the pack. We stay green. Out here, and Stone still trying to hold on that lead, but Robinette back there battling for the lead once again as Mosley back there in third with Milburn sitting in fourth, getting loose, trying to hold off that 00 of Lafayette. Lafayette down there to the inside now as Robinette there to the inside of Stone as they come off the corner. Stone falls back to second as Robinette slides it up in front of him. Now through 3 and 4s. Robinette out front once again here this evening. We're coming down in the corner 1 and 2 once again. There you see the 24 of Mosley. And a little farther back at Milburn and Lafayette battling there for that 4th position. As Lafayette's looking to the inside as they come through 3 and 4. But Milburn running that bottom side as well as they come off the corner. Trent still our leader with Stone falling back a few now as the gap has opened up between first, second, and even third as Ryan Milburn is in 4th. And the closest car to him right now is that number 00 of Lafayette. The 96 of Milburn into that outside wall as they work down the back stretch down through 3 and 4. Here comes Lafayette trying to get up there and give a battle to that 96, but he's going to make sure that he doesn't get that car loose. As we've seen it many times here tonight where these cars just will break loose and then you end up meeting that inside barrier or even another car to your inside if you're not careful. James Manderun there in the 7th position back here in that number 25 machine doing an okay run. Up 4 positions from where he started. Matt is down a position. Larry Jr. up 4. But Brianna, even though you're sitting out, it still looks like you gained 2 positions from where you started. So, you know, so I guess it's all on how you look at it. You kind of finished better where you started, so I guess that's a kind of a good thing if you look at it that way. Back up front, though, it's still Trent Robinette there. Then we got Jared Stone in 2nd with Dylan Mosley there in 3rd. Ryan Milburn there in 4th with Nathan Lafayette there in 5th with Darren Bruce in 6th. James Munderud there in 7th with Matt in 8th. Larry Cantor Jr. there in 9th. Yeah, we're working through the corner. Stone way up high. Or I'm sorry, no, that is Lafayette way up high. Getting around Mosley. Mosley falling back as Milburn makes the run. Here comes Lafayette now to the bottom as well as it looks like the 24 of Mosley ends up getting loose coming out of 4. And may fall victim to Lafayette as Lafayette's got the run there on the bottom. And Robinette has really put some distance out as Stone looks like he's coming to pit road. Robinette out front. That's going to put Stone a lap down here. Where as quick as these lap times go by, number 27 machine, Bruce is looking to the inside of Mosley. As Mosley once again gets loose, and oh man, did Bruce have a great job there, saving it and sliding that up to the outside to miss, and ends up getting loose, and he slides that outside wall, and what a hit there on that 27, and I'm pretty sure that machine is toast. Well, here we see it just all of a sudden hooked. Well, they were coming into the corner, and they are looking good here. And just all of a sudden, you can kind of see the rear end step out on that number 27. So he tries to collect it, and it just snaps to the right and hits head on into that outside wall, tearing that machine up, blowing the motor up. Tough night there for Bruce. Now, unfortunately for Stone, I'm sure that's going to trap him a lap down. Now, Larry stayed out. Everybody else pitted. There you see Stone there in that 8th position. Now, here's the thing. If Larry would have come in, that would have let Stone come around. Stone may still, well, I don't know, because he was on pit road when the caution came out, so I'm unsure how this is going to work. Now everybody's pulling off pit road. There you see Larry coming in. So that's going to allow that 13 machine to come up to the pace car. And because there's nobody in front of him, he should be able to get a wave around. He'll be back on the lead lap, just at the tail end of it. As the cars are dwindling in count here tonight, as I think we're down to about 8 cars now. Bruce sitting on pit road. And you see it, number 27 sitting there on pit road. Trent Robinette up front, where he's been most of the night. Stone, our pole sitter, is currently sitting in 8th position. And they're coming off of the corner, still lining up. We got, trying to see here, looks to be about 36 laps to go before our winner is crowned here tonight. Again, giving a shout out to Bo, Off-Grid Landscaping and Racing Paints. Okay. You're fine. Oh, man. Lots of cautions here tonight. That was what, our 13th? 12th, no, 12th caution. So we're back underway here with about 30 laps to go. Or, no, Yeah, about 30 laps. No. Yeah, 30 laps. Well. No. Pulling my math. I'm not thinking right. As Trent Robinette is still up front leading, but Milburn there in second. Mosley there in third as Matt is hitting fourth. Lafayette up there into fifth as at 25. And it looks like we have some smoke going through the corner. As a 96. Milburn ends up spinning it out of two. Keeps it together, gathers it back up. He's now back underway. Back out front, though, it's still Trent Robinette leading the race with Dylan Mosley there in second. Matt up to third. With Nathan Lafayette there in fourth. Jared Stone there up to fifth. James Manderod up to sixth with Larry in seventh. As we said, we got 8 drivers left here tonight. As Bruce has fallen back there and not sure if he called it out or if... Nope, Bruce is just laps down there in the 27 machine. As he was able to get that car fixed and back out here to try to battle it back out. But he is definitely laps down. Not sure how many laps down that 27 machine of Bruce is. As we'll get a look at it now, he is 3 laps down. Robinette leading. 30 laps to go. Here from Iowa Speedway here tonight. Drivers are starting to get into a little closer grid formation here. As laps are winding down, we got Trent Robinette out there up front. Dylan Mosley there in second. Matt there in third. With Nathan Lafayette there in fourth. But James Manderod having issues now. That car pretty destroyed as he had issues. Now see him come off of the turn number 4, gets loose, ends up into that outside wall. And we've seen that time and time again here tonight where drivers just get loose either off a 2 or off a 4. We're coming down 25 laps to go here soon. It looks like Bruce is getting one of his laps back. And good evening, viewers. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the Flicker Farm TV on the pole here tonight, or I should say on the pole here on Flicker Farm TV. Alrighty, front to back, lined up, straight, single file at the moment as the lights are still on the pace car. And Bruce having an issue? Maybe. I'm not sure. As we're at 25 to go, lights are still on the pace car. As we're on our 13th caution here tonight. Mandarut down there on pit lane, getting some work done. Melbourne on pit road. Or did Mandarud come out again? Mandarud's out there. Bruce is out there. Milburn on pit road. All right. Lights are out. Should be double filing up. 24 laps to go here at Iowa, and I'll be glad when this one's done, as we've had a lot of cautions here tonight. Now you see, 24 laps to go. Lights are finally out on that pace car. We're going to end up going green when they come back to the stripe, bringing it to 23 laps to go. Pace car off, back out onto the front stretch. Green flag, down and away. Trent Robinette gets out to another great restart here tonight as Dylan Mosley there in second. Matt there in third with Jared Stone sitting fourth as he tries to get up. And oh no, what happened there to Stone?
Be ready with, there you go, be ready with that brake clean and stuff, guys. Your blower, they're going to drop down some oil.
What the heck? What happened there to Stone? All of a sudden, it just hooked right, and he went into that outside wall. Midpoint of turns 1 and 2. And you see him kind of blink out of there, and all of a sudden he had to kind of slide up the racetrack, overcorrects, and ends up around. So it sounds like he might have a Wi-Fi issue as he kind of blinked out a moment. Didn't realize he was that close to the 35. Had to hurry up, check up. Slides up. When he slid up, it kind of hooked. And then when he went to correct it, it just overcorrected and up into that outside wall. And that might be the end for Stone here tonight. These cars are definitely upset easily tonight. So tough night there for our pole sitter. As we're under our 14th caution here tonight. 20 laps to go. We're under our 14th caution here tonight. For the Genesis Cup Series. Again, sponsoring them is the Racing Paints and Off-Grid Landscaping. It's going okay there, Brody Farms. It's been a long night here with the humidity and the heat, but we're working through it. 19 laps to go. We're on caution number 14. Trent Robinette really dominating most of the race here tonight as he's been out front for most of this race. Our pole sitter Jared Stone currently sitting in the pits with a blown up car. As we hope to get back green flag racing here momentarily, with going to be 17 laps to go when they take the green flag. As the lights are out on the pace truck, side by side racing once again. Side by side, they're coming to the front stretch. Gonna get to that restart zone. Fred will pull that pace car down there on the pit road, and Robinette will get them back on their way here, down here on that inside lane. Down and away they are, down here across the stripe. 17 laps to go. Robinette leading. Mosley now overtakes for second as Matt falls back to third. And a 96 of Milburn trying to battle his way up there to a podium spot. But Matt working hard there on the inside lane, trying to get underneath the 24 of Mosley. And Lafayette there in the 00 as well, trying to work his way up through. 16 laps to go. Laps are counting down. Robinette out front. As we got battles going on here behind them, as you see Matt trying to get up there underneath the 24 in that number 35 machine. You got Milburn there in the number 96 trying to work his way up through as well. But underneath him, that's the 00 of Lafayette. As Lafayette would love to take over that fourth position here tonight and move himself a grid closer, or a spot closer to a podium. Got Milburn still holding strong on that outside. Here comes Lafayette once again on that inside lane. As Matt there in third and getting a little loose, had to chase it down the racetrack, gets it collected, but here comes Milburn now up to the top side to go and try to get a run at Matt for that third position. Matt now back up top, getting that car collected down here in the corner, number 3 and 4 again. They come out of 4 across the stripe. It's 13 laps to go as Robinette makes the cross. Down here in the turn number 1, side by side there for fourth position as Milburn still working on Matt down here through. And Matt gets loose and ends up putting the 96 upside down. Back upside up goes the 96, and we got problems there for that one as the 35 of Matt got loose coming out of 2. We'll see, coming out of the corner. There you see the 35 kind of chases it down the racetrack. Ends up having it kick back and up the racetrack it comes. And the 96 getting caught between the 35 and the wall. Gets slammed hard. And gets bounced around. So that's going to go on to 35 for bringing that caution out. Tough break there. So we're back to I-pacing once again. As Romanette is out front, we're down to 11 laps to go. All right, we apparently ended up muted for a quick moment there. Not sure why it muted, but we're back here. 15th caution here tonight. Now we got 8 laps to go. They're going to be going back green flag racing with 7 laps to go here at Iowa Speedway here tonight. Long, long night of racing. Or I should say, long, long night of pacing around Iowa. I think we've turned almost more caution laps than we have race laps, but I can't confirm that as of yet. But it definitely sure feels that way. Fred takes the pace car down pit road. Green flag back out. Romanette getting it back underway here as he comes down the front stretch. Mosley there in second. Battle for third as there you see Larry up there in that number 12 machine battling us alongside Lafayette. Lafayette now trying to battle on that inside. Getting up there to Mosley as Mosley comes down there in the corner number 3 and 4. And through that middle lane, there you see Lafayette down there on the bottom lane. Through the gray start zone. Back out here, 6 laps to go as Lafayette sitting there in third, looking to the inside of Mosley as they work through 1 and 2, back out onto the backstretch. It is going to be Lafayette still, or I'm sorry, Robinette still out front as Lafayette sitting there in third, looking underneath Mosley. And Larry Jr. sitting there in fourth as he had an up and down night, but good to see he's out. And we got a car loose. That is going to be the number 24 of Mosley getting loose as he chases it down the racetrack, down into the apron. He ends up losing the spot there to Lafayette. Luckily, didn't lose any more than that as we got 5 laps to go. Lafayette up to second place now as Mosley there in third. Bruce back here in fourth as he's trying to get his way up to the front to try to battle for a podium as he's got the 25 of James Manderud trying in the way a little bit, but he gets out of the way, giving room for the leaders to try to battle it out as you only got the top 5 on the lead lap. Down here into 3 and 4 to go. They're coming off of 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go. As Robinette, Lafayette, Mosley, your top 3 drivers as it stands right now. Bruce and Larry in 4th and 5th. On the backstretch, Mosley trying to find a way or trying to see if he's going to have anything for Lafayette. As Lafayette now is coming back through 3 and 4 across through the Kiker restart zone. And now we're down to 2 laps to go. Robinette looking for that white flag here as we're a half a lap from it. As they work through the corner. Back down the backstretch. Robinette hoping to take that green or white flag here this time as they arc off of 4 back onto the front stretch. Robinette is your leader. Lafayette there in second with Mosley there in third as white flag is out. Next flag will end the race. And here comes Bruce making a battle up to that third place as now he's working alongside Mosley. Bruce doing all he can as he knows this is it. He's got to try to battle hard for that third position. We know Robinette has the win as long as he doesn't get loose coming off the corner. And it will be Robinette, Lafayette, and then Bruce for third position. What a finish there for Bruce as he went and got that car into the position he needed to. Now we're waiting for the final grid or the final results to come up here. As here we look at it. It's going to be Trent Robinette there in first. Nathan Lafayette there in second. Darren Bruce there will finish third. Dylan Mosley there in fourth. Larry Jr. there in fifth with James Munderud there in sixth. Matt in seventh. Ryan Milburn there in eighth. Jared Stone ninth. Brianna in 10th. Travis in 11th. Damon Nagel there in 12th. And Chris Isaacs will round out tonight in 13th position. Alrighty, so we'll see how this goes now here tonight, as it's been a little bit of a interesting one here tonight with all these cautions. It's going to be interesting to see what these drivers have to say. And let's see, where do I find everybody? Well, we'll start with second place here, Nathan Lafayette. Good evening, Nathan. How's it going? You there, Nathan? Oh, come on now. Can you hear me now, Nathan?
I can hear you.
Alrighty, I don't know what's going on with my sound system. 1 minute it's working, next minute it's not. But we got you now. And let's see, make sure we got... Oh, I might hear you, but the audience don't hear you yet.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Now they can. So, Nathan, take us kind of through your night. It was kind of an up and down night there tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of a wild one. The track was very tricky coming off the corners. It was real easy to break loose. I even saw some people break loose mid-corner, but it was running well. You got a really good run with the draft in the corner. Kind of felt like Superman until you realized you had to turn, and all of a sudden there were cars in the way. So messed up and got into Shane early on, which was unfortunate. And hate that for him, but he was able to recover and then had some other issues later on. But yeah, it was a wild race for sure.
Well, I mean, one moment you seen one set of drivers up front, next minute you seen another set of drivers up front. It looked like you guys had trouble actually coming off the corner. Them cars just wanting to snap loose.
Yeah, it was really bad in practice. So I was working on some things, and some of the white line team was working on some things. We kind of talked about it and got the car better, but it would still every so often kind of step out in there. Usually it was tough on cold tires, especially mid corner on cold tires. And then as tires wore, it was get tough getting off. But got as best we could in practice, and then tried to hold on for the race.
Well, you got that third place or second place finish here tonight. Feeling pretty good about it. I'm not sure where you guys are headed to next week.
I would tell you, but I'm not exactly sure myself.
Well, let's. Let's see here. There should be a schedule somewhere, I would think.
It should be wherever NASCAR is actually racing this weekend. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so you guys run kind of NASCAR schedule?
Yeah, we're a week behind. So basically, we run on Wednesday where NASCAR was at the previous Sunday.
Okay. I don't know. I have not a clue where that might be.
Yeah, it looks like New Hampshire. So it looks like we'll be at New Hampshire next week, I think.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know.
We'll find out. We'll see where we end up. Hopefully, place.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, it was a great run tonight. And were you nervous at all, kind of getting towards the end there? I mean, what did you have any mixed feelings about your car as the laps were winding down?
I really didn't know. I was just trying to kind of see where I could get. I mean, I knew Trent was by far the class of the field tonight, so I knew the rest of us was racing for second. So I was like, well, maybe we can get a second place. And then it was looking like I was probably going to be closer to like third or fourth. And then they had an incident in front of me. And I was like, well, this is. And then late in the race, Trent kind of got a little loose, and then Dylan got really loose. And I'm like, well, maybe I can get a second place out of this yet. So yeah, it was a bit interesting, kind of unexpected, but certainly congrats to Trent. He was better than the rest of us by a long shot all night.
Well, I know Stone was up there towards the front too tonight, being pole sitter and everything. So an unfortunate night for Stone for everything that happened to him. I mean, a lot of good drivers out there just had unfortunate endings with the car stepping out and saying, not tonight.
Yeah, and Darren Bruce and Stone were both really strong, but they both ran into some issues. Although Darren was coming hard at the end, I was glad he didn't get to me before the checkered flag. I was kind of concerned, but yeah, there were a lot of good drivers, and it was a challenging track tonight.
It's a challenging track, and then you add on to it a challenging car.
This is definitely not a popular car for sure. There's people that have very strong feelings about it. I'm kind of neutral about it. I don't hate the car. I don't love the car. I know there definitely are some people that very much dislike it.
I'm one of them ones that definitely is on the fence about disliking it. I'm not, and I think one of the biggest things is I'm not one for a sequential shifter, so that kind of turns me away a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
I always like I'd race one hand on the wheel and one hand on the gear shift, and I don't have a sequential gear shifter, so everything when I do sequential, it's all done by paddles on the wheel. And I just but congrats on your second place. Hopefully you can continue the momentum into next week and see where it goes.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thanks for doing the broadcast. And we'll
alrighty. Who's your shout out you want to give?
Well, thanks to the White Line team for the help, kind of trying to get the car a little more stable during practice, and of course you for broadcasting and Genesis and all the other sponsors the series has, Moza and Off Grid Landscaping. I forget all the sponsors the series has, but all of them as well. And and just appreciate it. And we'll catch everyone at the next one.
Alrighty, we'll catch you next week there, Nathan. And it doesn't look like it looks like Trent and Darren both kind of pulled out of here a little early, so we'll wish them well tonight. I know it was a long race. Definitely more. I'm going to end up having to look at the results to find out if it was more eye pacing or eye racing tonight. Because I mean, 15 cautions. Whew.
It felt like eye pacing for sure. I don't know what the actual numbers will show, but it felt like eye pacing.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know 15 cautions, and I don't know how many laps per caution. So it's going to be interesting to see how many laps are under caution.
For sure.
So, well, you have a great night and another great weekend here ahead of you. And we'll catch everybody around the corner. And hopefully we'll try to catch Bruce and them another time. Or Bruce and Trent another time. But, yeah, it looks like they already packed up the hauler and have gone away tonight. So
yeah, try to escape here.
Yeah, it looks like they did escape. But that's no problem. You have a great night, Nathan. We'll catch you around.
Yep. See you at the next one.
So that was Nathan Lafayette there for our second place finish. Trent and Bruce, not sure where they ended up, but great run there by Bruce at the end to pull off the third place finish here tonight. And great run here by all the drivers, even though it was more eye pacing, I think, but we'll find out here. And we can let people know next broadcast or next week during this broadcast to let people know kind of where we were at with caution laps. But again, great night. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll catch you around.